Hey everyone, I'd like to introduce you to Kayenta. Kayenta's here for a board and train, and she's a little over a year old, I think about 14 months. Good girl. She was a stray found by a friend of mine, and I don't know exactly what training. I forgot to ask the owner what training she had on her when she found her. I know that she's taken her to a class, I think at PetSmart, I'm not sure, but she just finished a 6-week class, and this dog is just doing amazing. She's sweet as anything with people, which is really unlike a lot of healers. Super, super sweet, just a nice, nice dog. And but I found out when I got her home, and the owner had told me she'll growl sometimes. Off. Good, we're working on this, so I might have to interrupt myself. Good girl. That she'll growl sometimes at other dogs on walks. So when I got her home, she went after my Australian Shepherd pretty good for just no reason at all other than, she had to make her way in the world, and it probably thinks everything is out to kill her. So I'll show you in a little bit. I've been working really, really hard on socializing her with other dogs that I trust. It's very important at this stage to put her with dogs that I know are going to be really, really submissive if she does anything. We've got to build that trust up. So, like I said, she did really well with her training. Kayenta, sit. Good girl. Touch. Yes, good girl. She touches, both hands touch. Yes, good girl. Touch. Kayenta. Oh, I know, it's all the way over here. Oh, come on. Kayenta, touch. Yes, good girl. She's just such a good sport. I really, really like this little dog. She'll down. Oh, she just did it a minute ago. Down. What? Down. Good girl. I might be using a slightly different hand signal than her owner did. I know she lays down very well. So she struggles with off. Jumping on people. We're working on that. We're going to work on that a lot here in a little bit. I'll show you what we're going to do. Let's just do it in the chair right now. Are you going to jump on me? Do you want to jump on me? Do you want to jump on me? Oh. Yeah, why don't you try to jump on me? Off. Good, yes. Good girl. Good girl. Here you go. So I'm giving her an invitation to jump on me so that I can teach her the word off. Good girl. Go ahead and stand up and do it. My head's probably going to get cut off in the video when I stand up, but I'm sure you guys don't care. All right, what's we doing? Hi. Hi, what you doing? Are you going to jump on me? Oh, come on, pretty girl, jump. Jump on me. Oh, you're not going to do it, darn it. What if I had a treat? Would you jump on me? What if I had a treat? You're just going to be a good little girl, aren't you? All right. Good job. Well, we've been working on it a little bit. We haven't been working on it enough to have cured it. She just happens to be doing really well right now. We'll continue to work on that. So one of the other things that she really needs work on is her recall. So it used to be that she'd get outside and her owner would try to call her in and she just didn't want to come in. So her owner said she's gotten a lot better with that. I had the same issue with her when I brought her here. So from what I saw, I think a lot of it just had to do with the fact that she's just used to being outside and wasn't as comfortable coming into the house. So it took her a day or 2 days probably, to get comfortable with it. And so now I call her and she comes in no problem. I noticed when I brought her from the back room and I brought her out here to the living room, she's going to go and do what she wants to go and do when she wants to go and do it. I didn't have a line on her yet. And so when she started to go off somewhere and I tried to call her back, there was no way she was coming back. So we're going to be working on that a little bit. And then owner also said she needs work on stay. So right now, I'm going to show you how I'm going to work on stay and recall. It's just going to be a short session. Okay, so let me get set up. I'm going to teach her a place command as well. So I find that using the raised beds or even a bath towel or something like that, giving the dog a really specific place to stay really helps them. So give me just a minute, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So as you can see, I just set up a raised bed, and all I'm going to do is toss some treats up on it and see if she wants to show any interest whatsoever in going towards it or maybe climbing on it. Good girl. What's over there? Good girl, yes, good girl. Oh, there we go. Good girl, yes. Off. And simultaneously, we get to work on off as well. Good girl, yes. Okay, here you go. So I don't put a command to it yet until she's really pretty spot on with the behavior. Good girl, off. Good off, yes. Good girl. This is fun and easy, huh? You like this session, huh? Good girl. Yes. Let's get up down there. All the way up. Not quite. She said, no, not quite. I don't have to get all the way on there. Here you go. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Okay. Off. Off. Yes. Good girl. Good job. All right. I think she gets the idea pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and start saying place. Good girl. In the beginning, I'm just going to do it as I invite her to do it. Good job. Place. Good girl. Yes. When she gets better, then I'll say the command without throwing the treats on there and see if she'll get on there first. Off. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Good job, Kayenta. Sit. Oh, yes. That's a good girl. Down. Down. Yes. Good girl. Place. Good girl. Yes. Good job. Good girl. All right. Off. Yes. Good girl. So always use that reward marker yes before you give the food reward or play with a toy, whatever it might be. You want to do that yes immediately as soon as they've done what you wanted. And then that buys you up to 3 seconds on giving them the treat, and they'll still understand what they're getting rewarded for. Good job. All right, want to do it again? All right, please. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Off. And as usual, you guys, I divvy out portions of the dog's kibble. So she's just getting her regular diet, and she doesn't need fancy treats. I don't want to throw off her diet. She's doing great with just her kibble. Yes, sit. Good girl. Place. Not yet. Place. Yes, good girl. One went over the edge. Good job. Over here. Off. Good girl. Yes. So we're just going to do this a bunch more times, so we'll probably cut the camera. Okay, so one of the other things I noticed that she's struggling with a little bit is she lays down pretty well, but she doesn't stay in the down. And I usually, when I teach stay, I really prefer that the dog stays in a down. I don't have her for very long, so I don't have enough time to refine all of it. So we're just going to have to do it from the sit because I don't want to confuse her. I want to make sure she understands what she's being rewarded for. So what you're going to see here is I'm going to ask her for the stay, and I'm barely going to move. And I'm going to go back and reward her. Always, always go back and reward the dog where you ask the dog to stay. Do not ask them to come to you when you're trying to teach them to stay, because then ultimately what are they getting rewarded for? Coming to you, and you're trying to teach them to stay. So for every time she stays, I go back to her and she gets a treat. Good girl. I bet you're going to be pretty good at this. She's just a good girl. Stay. I'll take one step back. Yes, good stay. And, you know, she might already know this. I don't know yet. I'm just taking it for granted, and I'm just teaching her from the beginning like I would any dog. Stay. Stay. So I don't say anything. I just put the dog right back where she was. And she doesn't get rewarded because she broke the stay. Stay. Up here. Kayenta, up here. Good girl. Sit. I'm going to try dropping the leash this time, because I think what's happening is the leash is moving with me. She's feeling that tiny bit of pressure, and she's wanting to go with it. Stay. Yes, good girl. Stay. Yes. Excellent girl. Good girl. Stay. Yes. Now don't get too excited when you say the word yes before you return to them, because sometimes that'll make them break the stay. So just, you know, try to keep it kind of matter of fact. Just let them know that reward is on their way because they did what you wanted. Stay. We'll go the other direction this time. Yes. Stay. Yes. Very good girl. I'm very proud of you. Stay. Yes. Good job. Good girl. So I'm up to moving about 10 feet away. So I have a suspicion she already knew this. Her owner was probably already working on this with her. So we'll just work on getting her better at it. I want to make sure she's watching. Stay. Yes. So that time I'd say I went over 15 feet. Good job. Good girl. Good job. All right, so I'm going to get set up. I'm going to reset again and reposition the camera a little bit better so that I can show you how we're going to start working on getting a better recall out of her. So again, you guys, when you're working on the stay, just keep it to the stay, okay? Don't confuse them. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I hope I'm set up well enough. I really want for you to be able to see my hands and how I'm going to reel the leash in when I call her to me. So I'm not going to use the stay command, okay? I don't want to confuse her. I really want to refine that stay, and since we just worked on it, I'm just going to ask her for a place. I'm going to ask her to sit. She will likely automatically stay. And then I'm going to ask her to, I'm going to come and sit down, and I'm going to ask her to come to me. If her feet don't move immediately, I'm going to say her name and say the word come. If her feet don't move immediately, I'm just going to start reeling the leash in. Don't pull the dog. just start reeling it in. Just give them the idea, hey, when I call you, I need your feet to start moving right now. It's all got to be a very, very positive experience for the dog. Kayenta, over here, look. Right here, place. Good girl, yes. Get on up there. Good girl, up here. Good girl, sit. Yes. So I'm going to get set up with the leash. And I also like to make sure that the leash is down below their neck. Good girl. Just sit. Good girl. You're good at that. Here. Kayenta. Place. Good girl. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to keep busy for a minute just doing that. As soon as she finishes, Kayenta, come. Yes, good girl. So did you see how lightly I reeled her in? Okay, I'm not pulling her. I just wanted her to make that connection with me saying the word come and her feet moving right now. Good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. You're a very good girl. All right, let's do that again. What do you think? I think we need to go get you some more kibble. All right, here. Good girl. Up here. Kayenta. Please. Good girl. Sit. Yes, good girl. Kayenta, come. Okay, so yes, I had to pull her a little bit to get those feet moving. I didn't yank her, but you got to get her moving when you say that word come. Good girl. Yes, good girl. You're a good girl. And then you got to make sure that being right here with you is where they want to be. Good job. Yes, good girl. So we're going to try that another time or two before I reload on kibble. Good job. Come on. Good girl. Up here. Place. Yes. Sit. Yes. So she broke. That's okay. I didn't use the word. I'm just going to put her back where she was. Good girl. Over here. Up here. Kayenta, place. Yes. Up in. Up there. Good girl. Sit. Good. I'll try to be quicker this time. Kayenta, come. Very good. Yes. So I didn't have to reel her in or pull her. All I was doing was taking the slack out of the leash there. That was excellent. Good girl. Let's do that one more time before we go reload kibble. You're a good girl. Good girl. Okay, up here. Kayenta, place. Place. Come on. Up here. She says, well, you got to put food up there if you want that out of me. Good girl. Sit. Yes. Be really careful, you guys, when you're doing this, that they don't feel that leash move, because that's an invitation for them to move. And she did it anyway. That's okay. Good girl. We'll do it again. Come on. Kayenta. Up here. Up here. Yes, up here. Oh, good girl. Yes. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Give her a treat. Keep her busy for a second. Kayenta, come. Very good. Very good. So this is really all we do for beginning stages of it. We'll add distance and distractions. I'll get to where I can do it outside. This is just a 6-foot leash. I'll maybe do it outside with a 10-foot leash. Then maybe a 15-footer or a 20-footer. And just, you know, increase it gradually. Again, I don't have her for a lot of time, so it's all relative, but just trying to move at her pace and not rush her, and just trying to help her be a better citizen. She's just such a sweet little dog. She's just going to be a great dog for this gal. All right, everybody. Oh, I almost forgot. I got to introduce Rhodey. So let me cut the camera real quick. Or let me see if I can get her to... She's probably not going to stay. I'm just going to go ahead and let him out. And just show how well she's doing with other dogs now. So let me go ahead and dump these treats. That'll keep her busy for a half a second. All right, there you go. Good job. I'll be right back. Where'd it go? Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Where are you going? Come on over here. So here's Rhodey, who she might have liked to have about killed when she met. Come here, Rhodey. And here she is now. He's one of her besties. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. Yes. Hi. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Rhodey, spot. So for him, he has a spot command, not place. Good boy. Down. Rhodey, you're not listening. Down. You got a twig stuck to you. Oh my goodness. You need a brushing. Doesn't anybody take care of you? Who's this little one? Is that your friend? Come on. Yeah, come here. Good girl. Yes, good girl. I'm so proud of her. Good job. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.